Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today, what I do have in it is a free-to-play game, an MMORPG that was released quite a while ago, but I decided to cover it because it's using Unreal Engine 5, and I decided to test it out on my GTX 1650 Super. So I decided to start with the low settings. Basically, I did edit a little bit of low settings to downgrade it even further. So basically, I'm using low settings, the low preset, basically, with FSR 2 or 3, I don't know, on its quality mode. So basically, we are upscaling from 720p to 1080p, and additionally I had to reduce texture quality from medium to low. So what's the catch in here? The catch is that this game in specific areas can use the 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and this is one of the areas. This is the main city after the prologue of the game, which is a little bit extended. And this is where you start to play with other players, and this is when you start to have issues with VRAM, basically. So as you can see, the 4 gigabytes of VRAM are pretty much full, so I do recommend you to play with textures on low. But the graphics on the low preset are quite bad, so I do recommend, if you can, to optimize or try to find a little bit of an optimized setting that fits better for you. In my case, I think it's better to increase the grass density, which makes a huge difference, enable ambient occlusion, and change a little bit the post-processing or the effects. I think effects quality is not really necessary, but increasing a little bit the post-processing really makes a huge difference in the tone of the game. Although for this video I decided to not cover that and just go with the presets. Since it's a free-to-play game, you can try for yourself, you don't need to pay anything, although yeah, it's around 60 gigabytes I believe, so it might take a while to install if you have a slow internet connection. But as you can see, most of the people that kind of play this type of games, they don't really care too much about graphics, they just care about performance. And performance-wise, the experience is easily above 60 frames per second. Although, probably, I don't know if it is because of the VRAM or not. Sometimes there is a little bit of a stuttering-ish experience, alright. So it seems that the game also suffers from shader compilation stuttering, which is not very visible on this video, mostly because I did play through this environment multiple times before recording, so everything should be cached, alright? So it's probably normal that you don't see the game to stutter as much as it should, but still, it does stutter, and it does not only use a lot of VRAM, but even the CPU gets a lot of usage in this game. So yeah, it's a demanding title. Now, and also, after trying the low settings, I also decided to go to the medium settings, of course. As you can see, I'm doing it again with 1080p FSR on its quality mode, so upscaling from 720p to 1080p, but I had to reduce the texture quality to low settings because, yes, VRAM, of course. And performance is very different in this sense. I mean, I still get the majority of the time an experience above 60 frames per second, but sometimes it seems that the VRAM gets a little bit in the way. I get much more stuttering. I get weird frame drops happening all the time, coming out of nowhere. Frame times are all over the place. So yeah, I think even with textures on low, we are probably pushing it a little bit too much. But as you can see, the median settings is really night and day when it comes to lighting, when it comes to ambience. It looks a different game in that sense. So my recommendation is for you to try to find the best balance for you in between the low and median. If you can cope up with both settings, then it's okay, it's fine, you can go with it. But if you don't, I do recommend to find the middle ground for you when it comes to settings, alright? So, I think that's all that I want to talk about the performance of Throne and Liberty. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.